Ex-BJP MLASengar awarded 10 years jail for the death of Unnao rape survivor's father. The Delhi court has sentenced expelled BJP MLA Kuldeep Singh Sengar and 6 others, including his brothers and 2 policemen, to 10 years in jail for the death of the Unnao rape survivor's father. Sengar and his brother have also been directed to pay 10 lakh each as compensation to the victim's family. He was convicted of the rape last year. Coronavirus declared as a pandemic by the World Health Organization. But what is the difference between pandemic and epidemic? If you have been living under the rock, then you must have been aware of the deadly outbreak of coronavirus, aka COVID-19, which is now officially declared as pandemic by the World Health Organization. The disease, which started off in Wuhan, China, is spreading rapidly not only in China but across many nations. Around 120 countries already have been registered cases of coronavirus due to the rise of the outbreak, who declared coronavirus as public health emergency of the international concern on January 30, 2020. Why did World Health Organization take so long to describe the outbreak as pandemic? To this, the Director General of WHO, World Health Organization, said that they were assessing the outbreak around the clock and were very concerned about and by the both alarming levels of spread and severity and by the alarming levels of inactions. They had to assess everything before calling it a pandemic, and added how the word can create panic. What is pandemic? World Health Organization has preferred the term pandemic and epidemic spread over several countries and continents, thus affecting a large number of people. As per WHO, pandemic is the worldwide spread of new disease, which means a stimulus substance spread of disease across international borders. For the unversed, before coronavirus, the last pandemic had occurred in the year 2009. It was due to the H1N1 flu. The virus has claimed around life of 4 lakh people around the world. What is epidemic? The term epidemic is used when there is a sudden increase in the number of reports of any particular disease or infection, more than expected for the population in the particular area. World Health Organization had stated that the occurrence of in the community or region of the case of an illness, specifically health rate, behavior, or other health related events, clearly in excess of normal expectancy. The community or region and the period in which the case occurs are specific precisely. The number of cases indicating the presence of an epidemic varies according to the age and size and type of the population exposed, various experience or lack of exposure to the disease, and time and place of occurrence. What is outbreak and what are the other terms? The World Health Organization says the disease outbreak is the occurrence of the disease cases in excess of normal expectancy. The number of cases varies according to the disease causing agent. How to prevent coronavirus? Avoid close contact with people who are sick and have been sick. Make sure you don't touch your eyes and nose and mouth. Cover your mouth, especially while coughing. Stay at home when you are sick. Clean objects which are used often. Wash your hands at least for 20 seconds. Common symptoms of coronavirus: fever, headache, cough, runny nose, snore, throat, and difficulty in first death confirmed in India due to coronavirus. The 76-year-old man from the southern state of Karnataka had returned from Saudi Arabia on 29 February. After a month-long visit, the state's health minister said that the people who came in the contact with the person were being traced and quarantined. India has confirmed 73 cases of the virus. The health ministry says the man died on Tuesday, but his test results were made public on Thursday. Officials said he was screened at the airport when he arrived from the Saudi Arabia, but showed no symptoms at that time. He had breathing difficulties on 5th March and was subsequently taken to a hospital. India has taken a number of steps that halt the spread of COVID-19 coronavirus. The advisory issued on Wednesday night says that only diplomatic officials, employment and project visas will be exempt from the current restriction, which will take effects on Friday and will be reviewed again later in this month. However, it has said that when those allowed in could the subjects to 14 days quarantine and has warned against non-essential travel. All schools, colleges and movie theaters in the capital Delhi will be shut until 31st March in a bid to help control the spread of the virus. The city's chief minister Arvind Kejriwal said on Thursday several departments of the government have been coordinating India's response to the outbreak. In a media briefing on Thursday, officials said there was no need to. Australian Home Minister Peter Dutton test positive for coronavirus. Australian Minister Dutton, who is in charge of Home Affairs, said he tested positive for coronavirus on Friday and was admitted to the hospital in the northeastern states of Queensland. Dutton, a former health minister, said, "This morning I woke up with a temperature and sore throat. I am feeling fine and I will provide an update in due course." PM Justin Trudeau self-isolates after his wife tested for coronavirus. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is self-isolating after his wife Sophie Georgine Trudeau developed flu-like symptoms and got tested for coronavirus. Sophie began showing the symptoms after she returned from a trip to London. An official statement said Trudeau is not exhibiting any symptoms of illness himself and will work from home until his wife's test results are back. IPL should not be conducted at this time. Indian Ministry of External Affairs has said that Indian Premier League IPL should not be conducted at this time amid the coronavirus pandemic. It is for the organizers to decide. If they want to go ahead, it is their decision, the ministry added. As many as 74 cases of coronavirus have been confirmed in India so far.
Caught my ex chatting on my red-headed was fool to give him second chance. Deepika Padukone. Speaking about her past relationship, Deepika Padukone revealed that once caught her ex-boyfriend sitting on her red-handed, adding that it took her well to get what I was foolish and to give him a second chance because the buzzed and pleaded deposit the fact that everyone around me said he was still staying surveilled.